7 bizarre jobs that the Queen's staff actually have to do. Royal shoe wearer. Not many of us could get to step into the shoes of royalty. But the Queen, while she was alive, continued to attend daily events dressed absolutely impeccably. And it would have been quite a necessity for the Queen to have someone break her shoes in specially for her just before she wore them. Angela Kelly, who had been the Queen's dresser, wore her shoes for her. Kelly recalls how the stories would label her as a flunky who wears in Her Majesty's shoes to ensure that they are absolutely comfortable and that she is always good to go. This was because the Queen would have very little time to herself and not enough time to wear in her own shoes. And since the two women shared the same shoe size, it just made more sense. The Queen's barge master. The royal barge master reportedly sits at the command of a team of at least 24 royal watermen. And all these positions date back almost hundreds of years to times when the royals traveled by water quite frequently. According to the royal website, there are absolutely no state barges still on the Thames today. However, there is still the official royal motor launch, the Royal Nor, which royal family members use when traveling on the Thames for any official engagements. So, all the duties of the royal watermen are now said to be purely ceremonial. They continue to engage in escorting royals on the Royal Nor or even greeting official guests who will come by boat and now have some onshore duties as well. Warden and marker of the swans. Did you know that the sovereign owns all of the unmarked swans on open water in England? A traditional event known as the swan-upping takes place every July, with the purpose of counting all the swans in the Thames and also accounting for their health in order to preserve conservation efforts. The warden and marker lead this event every year and also release a report documenting the observed health of the swan populations. Grand Carver of England. This honor is usually passed down within a rather high-status family, as this is an inherited office. The Earl of Denbigh and Desmond is reportedly the current roast carving aficionado and also gets the chance to show off his unique expertise at special royal dinners and various events. The exclusive job is currently held by one Alexander Fielding, the Earl of Denbigh and Desmond. Master of the Horse. Although the position is largely ceremonial today, as the Crown Equerry currently handles all the general day-to-day dealings of all the royal horses, it is still quite an important role. It was established during the 14th century when the office held greater political importance and was responsible for providing all the horses for travel and battle fare for the sovereign. Lord Demolay, Rupert Charles Ponsonby, is said to be Master of the Horse ever since 2019. Surveyor of the Monarch's Pictures. The office of the Surveyor of the Queen's/King's Pictures, in the Royal Collection Department of the Royal Household of the Sovereign of the United Kingdom, is reportedly responsible for the care as well as the maintenance of the royal collection of pictures that are owned by the sovereign in an official capacity. As of the end of 2020, this position has been put in abeyance, and the most recent was Desmond Shaw Taylor, who held this post right from 2005 to 2020. Royal Horological Conservator. This lengthy title is extremely befitting for someone who has to oversee the functioning and maintenance of all the clocks located in the royal properties and residences. And there are definitely a lot of them, almost 500 in Buckingham Palace, 379 in Windsor Castle, as well as 80 in the Palace of Holyrood House. The 2 weekends when the Conservator has to lead the Royal Collection staff team in switching every clock in the collection to or right back from British summer time. spending almost 50 hours carefully adjusting the historical timepieces, is the busiest time.